on the Monday, I received a message. In fact, when we were coming back from the north and coming along the N2, it felt like a ghost town. It felt like we were in a war movie. We were driving along and there were gun battles that were playing out along the roadside. The public order policing unit was there. They were chasing people that were starting fires. It really was quiet. The N2 was shut down. We drove past a service station that had been torn apart. We'd never seen anything like it. There was a lot going on at the time. And in that first report that I did there, I don't think I truly understood the depth and the dynamics of what was going on. I was reporting on it largely at face value, but also contextualizing based on everything else that was going on in the area and in the city and the country at the time. But what happened on that day was actually the start of the type of severed relationship that was created during 30 years. And what we later found out was that this was basically really unfortunate because it was a small grouping that was there. It later turned out that there were many vigilantes that were operating in that space that were capitalizing on the situation. I recall some of them driving around in vehicles with guns on their laps, for example. And unfortunately, the way this situation escalated ultimately came down to race. And that's why those tensions that we later spoke about were created. It was too late. It all happened very quickly. And ultimately, it really harmed that community during that period. Both of those communities. The Phoenix community, the Amahosi community, there's also the Bampai community. Communities that had lived in harmony up until that point when their lives were turned upside down. Fortunately, there is some sense of normality that has returned. In fact, it happened quite soon after the unrest and that period of unrest, because it was later established. I think I must say this, that emotions were running very high, and understandably so, lives were lost. And when you really analyze it, and you start to look back at the communities themselves, started to look at this, I think there was a realization that this was a period that affected everyone. So now, fortunately, there is some sense of normality. That period of segregation and racial tension didn't last in that area as long as I think it affected. But unfortunately, what did last is the perception and some of the memories that come from that city, which will always taint that area and taint those relationships, even if you won't necessarily see it for yourself when you drive into it. The recovery in KZN has been fairly slow. There are still businesses that have not reopened. You know that the economic damage ran into hundreds of millions of rand with warehouses shut down, and I think mostly affected the small businesses. And although there were efforts that were put into place, there were certain recovery plans, there were grants, it was a concerted effort from many to try to rebuild the profits. We certainly are not anywhere close to where we should be. I think what doesn't help them further is the type of economic sabotage that we're seeing even after that. So for the past 2 years, we've had, for example, a number of trucks that have even lost count of how many that's happened to. That has then created or exacerbated the situation that started by July unrest, worsened by floods, for example, and in between all of this, you've got this type of malicious damage that is taking place as recently as this month. Now, as we talk about the 2-year anniversary of the unrest, We've also seen floods being torched, and once again, it's affecting these key areas like the port and that important trade route of the N3, which links Gauteng and